touch that dial. This is a Rantil Ramos podcast in the building. What's up? Another episode. People were like, what the hell is going on? It sounds cool, man. You can hear the rain. You got me and Charlie in the building once again. Hopefully this is the right motherfucking button right here. It's the wrong one. That's cool, dude. Right now, you told me, I was asking you about if you heard the song before, and you're like, oh yeah, the Necromantics cover. I'm like, what the fuck? Then it sounded familiar, and then you played the video right now. So that one, is it on Bob Back to Life?
No, that was just like
a TV performance.
A TV performance. Yeah, I don't think they ever recorded that one.
They must have done that shit when that fucking song was big.
What song is that's from the 70s, right?
70s, yeah.
Necromantics were like what, fucking 85?
So it probably. Oh shit! They probably say, you know what? I like the song. Let me fucking. Probably when he was a sailor.
Yeah, I think so. After he did his service, fucking. I think because Block Back to Life. I think that's like, it's after Curse of the Coffin. So that's like, Curse of the Coffin was like what, 92? That's probably like in 95. And
is that before Peter Sandorf?
No, that was.
He's already
Peter Sandorf was already in there from the fucking the self-titled Hellbound, and then. I guess the next, which one's the next one? Brought back? No, it's Curse of the Coffin. You still have the Sandorf brothers now.
Yeah.
And then fucking Brought Back to Life is, he was out of the band.
Oh, shit.
The Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend, out of the band. And then what?
Return of the Living Dead or what?
Then Return of the Living Dead, they came back in the band. And then Dead Girls Don't Cry, still in the band. And then after that, out of the band.
And they left. Oh, shit. So it's only on the band, like three CDs only.
Yeah.
Dang.
But that's still the best lineup, though.
Oh, yeah. I think so. That sounds fucking cool. We don't even need no fucking
we even saw
music.
them live. Remember that? We saw that original lineup live when we were fucking at the Wiltern when they played the Rancid.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rancid, that shit was bad.
Yeah.
That fool came out with the pink shirt.
But then we saw them at Amoeba, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the
fucking bad.
The best lineup.
Best fucking lineup ever.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, you know what's crazy, man? I was listening to what's it called? Just watching like videos like YouTube. I went down like a rabbit hole of like music and shit because I like little facts here and there, right? So I was looking up about the feud that fucking what's his name, Prince had with Michael Jackson and shit. Everyone knows about them.
Yeah.
But the feud and shit. I mean, it was obvious that Prince was gay and shit or bi. But he kept it really, really hush-hush and no one ever knew about it. But yeah, that fool would take fools.
Well, how can you not tell, though?
I mean, you could tell he was, but I don't know, man.
Like, even though, like, if he doesn't go out and say it, people are like, you know, this fool's still fucking...
Yeah, but I don't know, like...
You know, doing some...
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Shit.
And I wasn't in denial because I was never a fan of his until after once like, maybe 3-4 years ago, I started checking out his music. You know what? This motherfucker does have good music because I know all these songs already.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I was looking into it, and that fool, he would hire for like different bass players and shit like that, right? And then he would spend time with them, and then as soon as somebody like kind of noticed that caught them like in the room or some fool had his lap on his head on his lap or some shit, the fools would disappear the next day.
Oh yeah,
without a trace. They'll just like he would get rid of them.
Because I think if you're talking about like Prince and Morrissey, you say Morrissey does a better job in hiding it.
Oh hell yeah, he does.
Like he looks masculine. Or did they say he portrays masculine? What the fuck did they say?
Yeah, it says that.
Yeah, he's a man.
He's a man, so I'm masculine.
Fucking.
Like they asked him, like, hey, because he's a big fan of the New York Dolls. He's a big time fan, right? Like, oh, why does dress like that? Because I'm not a doll. I'm Morrissey, you know, like I'm my own person. But he's such a fan. He's like, nah, because I'm masculine.
But even with Michael Jackson, I mean, like he wore makeup and stuff like that. But all his mannerisms were masculine.
Yeah, you're right. You
never see him like limp-wristed or anything like that, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, Prince was fucking flamboyant as fuck.
Yeah, he would come out. They said that when he first came out, he would come out with lingerie.
Yeah.
And that fool Rick James didn't get along with him either. But I thought it was because Rick James was an asshole. But dude, that fool was a fucking asshole, dude. He had him in the band. And then one day, I think Rick James he he was in the studio and he was recording, right? And there fucking Prince had a fool there spying, and he was recording everything that they were doing. And what's his name? Rick James was putting together a group of chicks, the Mary Jane girls, right? He was putting them together, and so he was getting all that shit ready, right? And then this fool, but I think Prince ended up sending that fool to spy, because that's when Rick James jacked his fucking synth.
Okay.
I tell that story how he jacked the synth.
Yeah.
And Prince had set up that synth, because in that synth you could make up your own sounds, and you could fine tune them, right? So that was so I guess that's why he was fucking with him, right? So he sent somebody, and so there's a single that was supposed to come out, and Prince beat that fool, and he came out with his own chicks, his own chick group, right? I don't know the name of the group. It's a one word name, but you heard the song before, and I thought that the Mary Jane girl sang it, but it's the nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl?
Yeah,
that one. So that's Prince's highness. He came out with his own group.
Dude, the Mary Jane girls are the ones with the
How does that sound?
The guitar goes.
No, that's the Tom Tom Club. That's the Tom Tom Club. What you gonna do when you get out of jail? That's Tom Tom Club.
But who? James Brown is on that song?
No, that's not James Brown. They just say James Brown.
Why?
They just say it, just to say it. Just like I say, James Brown is dead.
Yeah.
And that song, James Brown is dead. And it's like,
but is that him singing his own name?
No. There's someone just saying James Brown. They're just saying it, you know?
That's like pretty fucking like.
Why would you do that? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a Tom
narcissistic, dude.
Tom Tom Club, and but yeah, that fool ended up making his own group, and supposedly he was seeing the main hyena of the group. It was like a 3-piece, but they ended up jacking the melodies and everything. He's like, oh, hey man, he's like, that's my music. He's like, how the fuck does he have it? Rick James found out once that shit came out. That was his fucking song. That fool jacked it, dude. He jacked it, and he just fucking had his own lyrics to it. And then when he came out later on, he came out with the Mary Jane girls. They sing that all night long. All night long. I want to give it to you. También, what else do they sing? You make my love come down. You make my love come down.
Is that them?
Yeah, what else are they saying, dude? But yeah, they're fucking bad, man. But you can hear that synth that Rick James used, the one that he jacked. You could use it. He used it for them too. Same fucking synth, you know.
Why didn't Prince fucking sue his ass?
I don't know, dude, but because he gave it back to him. But when he gave it back to him, he reset all the features, so he erased all the fucking sounds, right? So yeah, so they had a feud big time, dude. He would jack him, and he would jack the people in his band too. He would jack him, and that fool too, Rick James. That fool was gay too.
No way.
Because what's his name? James Brown. There was a list of the 5 fools that he hated that were gay, and there was a bunch of fools. It was Prince. It was that fool, Rick James, but fucking Michael. He didn't hate Michael Jackson. He was cool. He actually, there's a video where Michael Jackson is there, and Michael Jackson says, "Hey, call Prince up, call Prince up." And he at first Michael Jackson starts doing a crazy ass dance, and then Rick James's band is playing music, right? And Prince don't even he doesn't even make a big deal out of seeing fucking Rick James Brown. He's like, whatever. So he grabs a guitar, he starts doing crazy ass solos that don't even go with the band's playing. Like they're playing the backing track, and this was playing some crazy ass solos. He tries to show off, and then when he leaves, there's a fucking at the edge of the corner of the fucking stage, there's a big ass lamppost. But this fool thinks that it's nailed down or screwed down. He fucking tries to swing off it and look cool, and the whole fucking thing falls on him, dude. And everyone laughs at him. Yeah, and then what Michael Jackson did, he ended up buying that footage from the company. So he had it. Michael Jackson had it. So since that day, Prince hated Michael Jackson, dude. He thinks that he fucking set him up, right? And what's crazy is all these fools tie in too, because like James Brown didn't like fucking Little Richard either, because he was gay. He was against all that shit. He's like, fuck no, he's all funk is masculine, I'm a man and shit, whatever. And he hated that fool. So the crazy thing too that I figured out about fucking Little Richard is for sure he was gay and all that, right? But there was a couple of dudes that he was with, right? But for sure, what's messed up is he got a hold of a couple like young kids, and he fucked them up. Like he turned them gay, fucked up their whole life. Like there's some dude, they call him the Fifth Beatle. I can't think of his name, but if you just look at the
Charles
Fifth Beatle. No shit, they call him that shit too. Nah, I think Charles Manson would have killed that fool. But they call him the Fifth Beatle. He was like a prodigy that played the organ, and he was featured on Beatles songs and all that, right? And he was young. I think he was like 13 when he met Little Richard.
Is he black?
He was black, man. Yeah, and he Little Richard would take that fool into his room after the show. Take him into his room to meet him, and he would order chocolate milk and bombones. And kick it with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they said that they walked in there and they seen that the kid was giving him a meluco or some shit. And so he fucked up his whole life. So later on in life, that fool became an addict and shit, right? And I think I forgot what the fuck he ended up dying of, but he said, yeah, that man took my innocence or something like that, right? He said that later on in life, right? And then another one that's really fucked up that I didn't even know about was Frankie Lyman. But Frankie Lyman was married. He actually had three wives. But Frankie Lyman, same thing. Once he finished doing the whole teenagers thing, he started getting a little older, so he couldn't really do the high pitched voice. So his career was kind of sucking. They took him they introduced him to Little Richard. Little Richard met him, and Little Richard loved him. He said, "Oh yeah, man, he's got a fucking an angelic voice, blah blah blah, whatever, right?" And same shit. He took that fool backstage and all that, turned him out, you know.
But I don't understand. Like he was 13 though. At that point,
dude.
Like you're like,
you know what
okay,
you're doing,
right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You know what you're doing.
I don't understand. Was he fucking so like starstruck? Yeah, Little Richard, fucking.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Turn me out.
I don't get it. Really.
Me neither. Fuck no.
Just like a bunch of all these actors that fucking become victims of fucking
of
Hollywood and shit like that.
But they do it because they're promised that they're gonna come up, and they do come up. And that's probably what he thought. This was gonna fucking, make me blow up again or some shit, right?
But I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I believe integrity is everything.
Yeah.
Right? You should never compromise yourself to obtain a certain thing that's
But that's us. That's us because even though we're a little crazy, we still have morals and shit.
Yeah.
And these fools don't. They're so intrigued and enamored by fame that
they're willing to do everything.
Yeah, and I think nowadays what you're seeing, kids, like you ask a kid, like, what do you want to do? I want to be a fucking influencer, right?
Yeah.
Famous. They don't say rich or money.
Yeah,
they say fame.
Yeah.
So they value fame more. I don't give a fuck about fame.
Yeah.
Give me the money. You know what I mean? Give me the money and the power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And love from people. Now fucking fame is se acaba rápido.
Fame is attention.
It's nothing, yeah.
That's what it is. I mean,
that's all it is. They want the attention.
What I say? It's finite. It's going to disappear.
And that's it.
It was just like, what it is, Shardy Bays.
Yeah.
She's done. That bitch fucking famous like in 15 fucking seconds.
And that little Russian
Hezbollah?
Yeah, that was too.
Piece of shit.
Because he used to beat the shit out of his cat. You hear about that?
No, I didn't like him, dude.
He got canceled because of that. And also, this fool, and then he ended up being a tecato. Fucking Frankie Lyman ended up being a tecato. And in the end, he ended up dying in his grandma's bathroom. They found him dead, right?
It's just like fucking like Corey Haim, dude. He died in his mom's bedroom.
Damn. And then, you know what? And the fucked up thing was that they're both victims of child abuse, right? Yeah. Sexual child abuse, right? So, and then Little Richard, his statement was, he was such a bad way that he died. Some shit. It was something stupid. It was like he wasn't even like that sensitive about it when he said it. Like he said some shit about it. That too bad that fool couldn't control himself or some bullshit like that, right? So, and what the crazy thing about Frankie Lyman is at his funeral, there's 3 different hyenas crying, and that's where they found out that he had 3 different chicks.
Oh shit!
That he had 3 different families and shit.
Dude, but why is it that I don't think I've ever heard a story of a child actor that I don't like saying that word transition. The transitions from a young actor to an adult without experiencing some fucked up shit.
Something happened or something that comes out.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
And then at the end of the day, they end up going crazy. Look at that bitch Britney Spears. Look at her sister. Look at that bitch Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why isn't there investigations into this stuff?
I think because everyone's covering everything up.
Why though?
so I can continue to keep on going.
But at the end of the day, I mean, like, we're us as Americans, we're big on fucking human rights, right?
Yeah, I keep playing the song over and over. Let me switch it.
Why isn't this fucking shit investigated? You know what I mean? So it stops. You know,
I think okay.
Or you think it's just run by a secret society?
Yeah, I mean, us as Americans, like, yeah, we want it to stop, right? But the people who are allowing it to happen, they want it to keep happening, dude. They wanted to keep happening because as a cuenta, like, supposedly they found this whole shit about the Epstein, whatever. They know who's on there. They have a list, but they're saying that it doesn't exist. And they could very easily release that shit, but they're not doing it because
Homeboys
they're all involved.
Yeah.
Homeboys involved too.
Dude, all right.
Switching gears to...
Yeah, fucking... Now say Homeboy is in it.
True.
And, you know, and me, I wouldn't have an issue with it if he was fucking around with women who were 20 plus.
Of age, yeah.
Right? Now, if it comes out that he's fucking around with little girls, then I got a problem.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's going to be a boys, too. And you know what I heard?
And hopefully not little boys either.
For sure. Because you know what I heard on Ramblings? That there's a picture... Because Lou, they put Lou on there again, right? So they're getting political on the end, right?
Is that from the Epstein's list?
Lou's on the Epstein's list, yeah. Yeah, that's why he doesn't want that shit to come out. Now he wants it to come out. He wants the list to come out, dude. He wants the list to come out. Like, he's gonna take everybody down with him. He said, but they were talking about that, right? And then he said that there's a picture of Trump where he's giving
Bill
Clinton a mameluco. That they call Bill Clinton the Buddha or something like that.
No, I saw a picture yesterday on it was a fucking thumbnail on that video. It looks like he's grabbing Bill Clinton's nuts, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so there was probably some improprieties there. You know what I mean?
But you know what, dude? Like, okay, I'm not saying it's okay. I've never fucked around like that in my life, and anybody who knows me and is hearing this shit, you know, I don't fuck around like that, right? But I've seen it happen, especially when I worked at Toyota. Fools will go up to each other and grab their balls, grab their dick, and try to see how uncomfortable they could be, or try to see if they can get the fool to get a hard on. If he gets a hard on, he's gay, right? So they'll grab each other's ass and shit like that, right? Gay innuendos, sex play. I don't participate in that shit, right? So maybe that's how they fuck around too.
Could be. I mean, if it, probably. But I mean, like, because his hand was in that region.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the camera. I mean,
on purpose, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why they get a...
Look at the fools that try to be all sarco-psychobilly, the Chicanos aquí, how they take pictures and they're sticking their tongue out, their tongues are almost touching and shit.
Yeah, no,
they want to look all crazy.
That's stupid.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I experienced that shit when I worked at Crosses. The same thing with the paisas. They were trying to shove each other's hands up their asses and
fingers,
shit like that. Right? Yeah, dude. And we was like, yeah, yo no juego así.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around like that, bro. But I mean, it's uncomfortable. It's fucking, it's disgusting, dude.
What happened with me when I started working at Toyota? Almost everybody fucked around like that. I would say like 90% of them, right? And when I went in there, I'm like this bigger guy. At the time, I was 26 years old. No, 36 years old at the time. No, that was 26 at the time, right? So I was pretty young, and I was still kind of stocky and good shape, right? And so even though they see me like that, they still try to fuck with me, right? So they brought over one of the people that worked in the front with the customers. And the main manager was there. They kind of set it up, and that fool's getting like dangerously close to me. And kind of I'm like, hey dog, I don't fuck around like that fool, right? And then I guess these fools were grabbing each other's balls, and the boss goes, hey man, what's up? Like, what are you afraid of? I'm like, nah, dog. Like, you know, he's you afraid you might like it? I'm like, you know what, dog? I don't want to find out if I like it, dog. But clearly you do, because you guys keep touching each other, dog. So he's like, you homophobic? Come on, you can call me whatever the fuck I am. But I don't get down like that.
He was the boss?
He was the boss.
This kind of
doing that shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. He's lucky I didn't sue him for sexual harassment, dude. Because fucking, that's harassment, dude. And I seen fools grab each other's ass and shit like that. But he told me he was trying to like convince me to do it. Like he was being like doing like some psychological shit, like reverse psychology, saying like, hey dog, like you're afraid you might like it? Like, I don't want to find out, dog. I know you do. I told him like that. So everyone knew I don't fuck around like that. But I would see shit like that, dude. I see fools grab each other's balls. One of the fools, he was a Japanese fool, and there was some fool that used to work there before, and then now he works at a place where they produce adult films and shit. And he would come with a stack of like DVDs, 100 DVDs. He sort of repartían, right? That fool would always ask him to give him the tranny ones, before the tranny shit was famous. So I don't know. You draw parallels, you know.
When I worked at Union Station, I did security. We found a bag of all that shit, right? And two of my coworkers at that time, they got the sleeve of the DVD, and it was one of those.
Yeah.
So what they did, they put their thumb over the genitalia, and they were looking at it like, damn,
what
she's
the
hot.
fuck?
Like just like putting a thumb over the genitalia just to hide the fact that they had that the person had a fucking dick.
Damn.
And they were like, yeah, that's pretty. I hate that shit.
Damn.
So one time patrolling, I come across that fool's fucking. His name was Jason. He had like a fucking 2006 Honda.
Yeah.
And I was missing some guards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what the fuck's going on, dude?
Yeah.
So I'm patrolling, and I come upon his vehicle, and I see the 3 other guards have left their post. And we're in that vehicle.
Damn.
And what the fuck this fool's doing? And he's got a DVD player.
Damn.
What the fuck? He fucking.
That shit
They're
together.
watching that shit. Yeah.
That's gas, especially in a car.
Get the fuck back to
and
your
they're watching
post.
the trans shit. Or?
Yeah. Get the fuck back to your post. You guys are fucking. I mean, like,
because why would you want to watch something like that with another dude? You're gonna get hard if you like that shit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is gay, dude.
Yeah, and then from that point on, like they did not live that shit down. Dude. Every opportunity we got.
That's what they call like a circle jerk, but in a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Every opportunity that we got, we fucking like, hey, we got you fucking.
They're lucky they didn't get fired.
And even like the women fucking guards that would come in, we'd tell them. Like, hey,
they were watching training. Damn, you can never live that shit down, homie.
Yeah, we did it like that.
Never.
Like, we tried just to.
You know what? Back in that time, I would say around 2006, 2008. That's when I refused to have a fucking cell phone. Remember, I refused to have a fucking cell phone. I got one of those fucking prepaid ones. I just refused to jump on that. Just like I refused to get a DVD player and I refused to get a fucking Blu-ray player. And eventually, I said fuck it, right? But at that time, I didn't have it. But these fools did, right? And what they would do, and I was too smart for that. They would show you a blonde with some implants with titties, right? And I'm not a tip man, so I'd be like whatever. Like I wouldn't get, so thank God I would not get aroused, right? They'll show you that, and all of a sudden they'll lower the camera. It'd be that fool have a mean old fucking unit on his ass,
yeah,
like mean old unit, dog. And I'm like, that's fucking nasty, fool. Like, why are you looking at that shit? Oh, you like them? And I knew you were gonna do some trick, but all that was set in motion and in place in order to fuck people up on purpose, dude. Because then you think, wait a minute, just like Ozu said, I would do it. Where all they did was cover the genitalia, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, in your mind, you're like, damn, dog, am I gay? Because I liked it, and it looks good. And it looks like a chick, but it's got a piece bigger than mine. But you know what? Fuck it, it's all right. Fuck it, and that makes you, I guess, in your brain second guess yourself. Like, hey, I got aroused. Like, what's up? Luckily for me, I never fell for that shit. But that would circulate like crazy all over the place, dude.
No, but those shoes were weird because fucking, I mean, during that time that we were working over there, like I'm a shift lead, dude. I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So sometimes we used to, like, since we had the keys to everything, we'd fucking we'd go to it was called the Fred Harvey house, and we had the keys to the basement, so we'd like buy fucking 12 packs and kick it, fucking drink and shit while we were on duty and stuff like that. And sometimes we'd go out to fucking like
allegedly
7th and Tout, allegedly, and pick up fucking prostitutes.
Yeah.
But for fucking the dudes that were willing to fucking, so they go back to the fucking place.
Yeah.
Like they're pigs, bro. Like,
damn.
They were fucking maniacos.
Where they get the chicks from? There's some chicks around there.
Yeah, they'd bone chicks in the stairwells.
Damn.
And the fucking parking structure. And like they would do fucking threesomes, dude.
You know what? I know a homie that ended up boning a chick in a stairwell while he was at work. I guess nobody used that stairwell, and he would have an affair, and he would fucking bone her. And he told me, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That I once got busy in the Yoshinoya bathroom one time, but not like that. And out of the open, I'm pretty sure it's pretty pumped. You get you pumped up, and it's exciting. The fact that you're gonna get caught, that's what makes it fun, when you get down in the car, or you're like, oh, over there in fucking in South Pasadena, kind of higher up there where the nice houses are, and it's all dark. You know, we used to drive by.
At least when you're younger, but now when you're older, you're like, fuck, how do I contort myself to fit in the back of my car? And it's fucking uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
My back hurts. Oh, my fucking leg hurts.
Yeah, you might as well just get 3 hours for a room for 3 hours. You know, spend $60 and get caught and all that. And depending if you get caught slipping and you're doing some shit like that at a school, you'll be on a fucking list, and people are gonna think it's some other shit. Yeah, even if you're with a hyena. So, back to you were saying the fools that they busted a menage a trois.
Yeah, dude, like they're puercos, dude. Like they'll be like, oh, we fucking got this chick. I'm like, like me and that dude Adam. Yeah.
So you got to be comfortable with seeing that fool butt naked and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
We just be like, you guys are fucking.
Especially if they're both entering both holes and shit. They're fucking with little fucking.
No, we told them straight up, like you're fucking a chick with another dude.
Yeah.
You know,
you're seeing each other. Nah, it's cool.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To each their own. Like, if out there, fucking, if you're into that shit, fuck it, whatever, dude. But you know, I'm not looking to offend anybody here. This is the vernacular that I use.
Yeah, no, but
I don't mean anything by it. You know?
Nah, but I don't think I've ever been that excited to bone a chick where I'd be able to bone her alongside with a dude. I'd be like, you know what, dog, you hit that shit, I'll hit it after or something. I've never been in a situation either where I've had to say that, you know?
Well, not even that. Like, I'll be like, you better fucking, all right, you better clean yourself up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'll handle that shit next time or some shit, whatever. I don't know. I don't think I would do that shit.
Yeah, these guys are pretty.
You gotta be super desperate, dog, to do that shit. I can't imagine myself doing that shit.
There's this big chick that. She looked like she was homeless, dude, but she looked like a fat Oscar the Grouch.
Damn.
Like one tooth, like right in the center of her gums and shit like that.
Motherfuckers were ruthless, huh?
But she was very top heavy.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes she had feria and she would treat all of us to fucking the bagel shop.
Yeah.
Those fools, he said, they'll fucking around.
Damn.
They called her chompers.
Did I make out with her and shit?
No,
boner?
It's a boner, dude.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm like straight up bushy ass fucking Oscar the Grouch, fucking eyebrows. It looks like if you had like a tin can, like she could open it with that one tooth, dude.
Damn.
Just fucking twisting around and shit.
You know what's crazy? That brings up a story. I'm not gonna say no names and like that. But there was two white girls. They were sisters, right? And they over there in Gabrielino and shit. And there were holes, undercover holes, but nobody knew, right? Mm-hmm. So the fools that are your age and a couple of fools that I know, they went to the Angelino. They used somebody's apartment, and one of the chicks, they were boning her in the fucking in the room, and one of the chicks were boning her in the sala. Their fools were all taking turns on them and shit. But these bitches were nasty, like nasty fat white chicks, dude, really really nasty. I'm like, damn. But I guess when you're young like that, but that's like something that all these fools did, like, hey, we gotta keep this shit a secret, fool. Don't tell nobody about it. You know
but I think like something like that, and to be like 16 years old, it all depends on what you're watching and shit like that. That has a lot to do with it, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of kids that were 15, 16, 17, and they weren't that promiscuous.
Yeah.
Or weren't doing shit like that. They were probably just like, hey, let's play a fucking board game. Let me hang out with my friends.
Fools in your age, so that means that they must have been like 15, 14. That shit.
I don't think, I mean, it depends on what you watch and shit like that. That's what's gonna what's gonna influence your fucking.
And one of those fools if they use fucking protecciones, you know, they probably did. She would have got pregnant for sure.
Having a kid at 15.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens.
Speaking of Angelino, you know who I fucking saw on fucking when was it, on Thursday? Thursday I ended up fucking going to go do laundry on Thursday, right? That's what I was thinking too, because it was raining and shit, you know. My shit's not gonna dry out there. So Cherry's, hey dad, can we go wash? Like, fuck it. I was thinking the same thing, you know, get some clothes, whatever. So sure enough, she gets a big old fucking, you know, bag of clothes. I just took enough for like one load and shit. No, también, he took clothes, right? So we go. It's already like fucking 11:30, and I'm folding my clothes and shit. I'm folding my clothes. Cherry's getting her remainder her clothes, and all of a sudden, some fool looks at me and he goes, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I looked at him all crazy. What the fuck is this? I look at him. What? Oh, what's up, dog? It's fucking Chompy, does it?
No way, dude.
Yeah, Chomp's right there. What's up, dog? What's up? I said, "Burro, what's up, dog?" And the band shook his hand and shit. And, hey, you live over here again too? Yeah, fool. I'm right there. I see him right there in the same spot with my mom and shit, dog. And fucking we're all talking and shit, reminiscing and shit. You know, this and that, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, how's your brother, fool? Hey, tell him I said, what's up, dog? He's
That's
like,
cool.
How's fucking Eddie, fool? Tell fool said, what's up, dog? Tell fool not to stab me. I said, nah, dog. Nah, fool. It's not even like that, dog. But le voy a mandar saludos when I see him, dog. Yeah. I keep in contact with him, and and fucking también Slick,
Yeah.
I'm Slick. I hadn't talked to him in a while because the app doesn't want to fucking work, dog. But I keep in contact with him, and he calls me up and shit. He's doing good and shit. Ask me about all that, and también asking about other fools, and he was telling me like little stories of this fool, blah blah, and this fool, this and that, right? He said he doesn't really try to kick it there too much porque luego quieren que ande con ellos. Like, nah, he's, I don't give a fuck if they call me a pussy, whatever. He's like, I'm done with that gang shit, fool,
Yeah.
So pretty much he sounds like the fools that are what's the palabra, like rehabilitated from the gangs,
Like reformed.
Yeah, I mean he's still battling what he's battling with the shit, with the use of drogas, but he's like, he was all happy and shit. Man, dog, I want to go see fucking Oasis, fool. Like he loves them, right? I'm like, hey, you want to go see him? He's like, yeah, long ass. He seen him a long time ago when they broke up,
Yeah.
I remember he loved them so much, and I said, yeah, fool, I was looking for you to sell you the tickets, fool. How much? Hey, boy, if you get them, fool, how much you sell to me for, dog? Come on, I'll give them to you for fucking what I paid, fool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to make money off you, dog.
Yeah.
And he's cool, dog. He's like, hey, fool, hey, you guys want some? He's like, hey, let's go to 7-Eleven, fool. I got the EBT, dog. Come on, it's all good, homie.
Yeah.
And then and I was telling my daughter, he's like, that's cool, man. That, you know what I mean? Like he was trying to hook it up, and he just saw you, and that's cool, He's like, hey, come down, fool. Come down on the weekend now. I'm right there kicking the dog. Like, he's like, my mom takes off. Come kicking, fool. Like on Sunday. So I told my daughter, man, this fool got a better car than me, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a fucking like a blue Nissan Sentra, like a newer one and shit. I guess his son le salió bien because he's like, yeah, dog. He's like, yeah, dog, my son fucking pays for the insurance and shit, dog. Like, that's cool, So that's cool. I was like, I'm happy to see that shit, dog. He's like, yeah. So ya se vino para acá. He used to be in El Sereno, and he was in Almani, and then he was over here and shit. Yeah, so that was cool, man. Seeing the homie and shit.
That's cool. I don't run into anybody, dude.
No?
Anybody at all, man. Like, I don't. Which is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only person that I ran into probably like 15 years ago was that fucking Monkey.
Oh, I see him every once in a while.
And his brother over there at Union Station.
Oh, you saw Yogi también?
Yeah, both of them. They were in LA.
Oh shit!
And they recognized me and like, hey, what's up? What are you guys up to? And
yeah.
I guess he had been fucking released or some shit.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Yeah.
That's when he had just got out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tripping on this shit. I was like, damn, crazy fool, He's talking about old shit, and it was cool. He's all right. And then he saw Cherry. He goes, hey, fool, that's cool. Hey, you let your kids express themselves. He's like, shut up, fucking piercings and shit, no eyebrows and shit. He's all tripping out. But I mean, it's like he knows that's the shit I'm into. So naturally they're gonna be into it. I'm not gonna stop them from being into that. As long as they're not like choloed out or nothing like that,
or rappers,
or SoundCloud shit, then we're good. Trappers. We good in the head.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Hey, dude, what do you think about fucking like the infighting that's happening in the right wing?
I think it's good because it shows that people aren't just gonna blindly follow one thing. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and they're gonna call it out, and that's good. Generally, you don't see that on the left. On the left, they're wrong, and they pretend that they're not wrong, and they just fucking.
But yet those fools are unified.
Yeah, they're unified. But here, it's cool. Because even myself, like, hey, if that fool's on the list, fuck that fool.
Yeah.
Arrest that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Take that fool. So I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh no, Trump is free of sin. He didn't do shit. Nah, take that fool.
Yeah.
He's on there too.
Yeah. Because all this shit happened because of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Right? That shit fucked everything up as far as on the right wing.
You still don't think it was? You still don't think it was a false flag? You still think it was real?
No, I think I think some other foreign country had a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
and involvement in it.
So, but you think they did kill that fool?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the way his wife has embraced Vance and all that shit?
But I don't know, man. Like, people handle grief differently, dude. You know what I mean?
I understand that, pero it's like but I'm just saying how she grabbed that.
No,
fool.
but there's also pictures of her doing the same thing to his wife.
Oh, him grabbing that fool's wife?
she's same fucking way hugging JD Vance's wife.
Oh, from the fucking
from the head,
the
and shit
head
like
and all
that.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's probably what she does.
So if she's doing
you
it to both of them,
you see how that fool got her by the waist, though.
Yeah,
The only time I ever got someone like that by the waist is my wife, you know, or a hyena that you go out with that you're about to kiss.
Yeah.
You get them by the waist like that, you know.
But at the same time, like we don't know what type of relationship they have, right?
It's an open relationship.
No, I mean like they're friends, right? They've been friends. From what I hear,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It says that Charlie Kirk is the one that told Trump, "Look at JD Vance. He might want to pick him for fucking vice president."
But you know what though, dude? I've known people that I've known for a while. Let's say, for example, my homie's baby mama, and I never fucking tried hugging her like that,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or like, you know, never. And I've known for a long ass time, dude, as kids.
See, but that's it. But it's different though. Like, for example, like me, if I met like a friend's wife,
Yeah.
I'd shake her hand.
That's it, yeah.
I would not. My instinct wouldn't be to.
But even people that I know, I don't even like talking to their wives, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fucking hug them. I'll side hug them and shit.
Yeah, that's us. But I mean, people people have different fucking. People live by a different fucking.
Because then imagine I hug them and they feel my strong ass chest, my physique.
You
know what I
fucking
mean?
crush them, dude.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to do that.
Crush them to death.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, everybody's different. A lot of people are fucking. People are like, for me, I'm good enough giving somebody a handshake.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
my boss on her birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, happy birthday. I extended my hand,
Yeah.
give her a handshake. She's like, no,
She
come
fucking
here.
pulled you in.
Yeah,
huh?
she give me a hug. I'm like, all right, fuck it,
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not that type.
Yeah,
but there are
yeah.
people who will fucking hug people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
They
just the
look.
way
Hey,
they
have
are.
you seen the fools that are all simped out and they go up to a hyena and they open their arms like they want to hug and shit?
Yeah,
And a hyena like
yeah.
barely even fucking taps
Yeah,
them.
I
Like,
wouldn't do that.
I've never been like that, dog. Fuck no. Hey, let me get a hug. Get the fuck out of here, phone.
But fucking yeah, that Food's assassination like it splintered the fucking party.
Yeah.
Now you have people who are still investigating, like the Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Like that was her best friend, right?
They say it, yeah.
Yeah. So fucking they brought up Turning Point USA together. And she's like, wait a minute, a lot of this shit that's happening, all these videos don't sit right with me. So she's investigating each and every one of those guys that were there at that thing.
Yeah.
And, she's making some insinuations that fucking them boys
Yeah.
had something to do with it.
You know what? I saw a new video today, a little reel. And it shows there's a dude right behind Charlie Kirk. And he's got a white Vadava, right? And they show who that guy is. That fool is a special effects expert. And they're saying that he's the one that put like the holes with the blood packet and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because they're saying if you get shot with that fucking round, your shit's blowing up, homie.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit saying that was a hologram. Because there's also a chair that disappears that falls into another chair.
Yeah, and did you see that on top there was some shit that looked like a camera? That was probably the hologram projector up there.
Like even like there's footage where it's like it's right in front of him, but when he's on the floor, they have footage of him with no blood on his shirt.
Oh shit!
But I don't know, I don't know what the fuck happened. But I really think they killed him because his views were changing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he wasn't agreeing with them boys were doing over there at that other spot. You know what I mean? Because I guess them boys are treating everybody as being part of that terrorist group.
Yeah,
and it's just killing everybody, dude. Like you saw that parking lot of a fucking strip,
sucks,
dude.
man. There was women and children that got killed.
Like I don't think you would agree that
should look like Altadena or Pacific Palisades, dog. That, all fucked up.
Yeah, like me when I see that shit, like it's hard for me. Like I'm very far removed from what happens over there. Right?
Yeah,
but like morally, I think I told you this before. I'm like, fuck, that's fucked up.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, dude? I'm probably fucked up and desensitized, but like there's times, I follow a lot of lefties and shit because the music that I'm into, there's a lot of lefties in there, and so what they do is I don't know why the fuck they do this, but they'll share like something graphic that's happening over there. Like a man crying with his dead infant in his arms, fucking with shrapnel and blood. They'll show up a kid crying and with shrapnel in his fucking head. And I think, thank God for this. When I see that, it's in my mind. It's so far away from me. It's on the other side of the fucking of the plane. That it's on the other side of the fucking plane. Well, not really. It's pretty close to us. It's on the other side, right? And I don't see it. And to me, in my head, luckily, I'm sort of sensitized that it's like if I'm watching a fucking movie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if I felt the way that I like, for example, if you show me some fool getting a dog and fucking it up, that fucking infuriates me, and that makes me sad, really sad. Fucking with a cat, but this for some reason I don't know, man. I'm able to separate it, and my mind looks at it as if for a movie, and I think it's because we watched this shit so much growing up as kids. And Faces of Death. We watched it fucking
Jason, Michael Myers,
all that shit. So we're like super desensitized that I see that and I think, why the fuck are these fools even? Honestly, I don't know why people. Why would you post that? Like, there's nothing that I could. Me as a viewer of your story, watching all this fucked up shit happening somewhere on the other side of the world. Okay, I can't do shit about it. I'm not gonna do shit about it. Also, when they show the Mexico ones, like, you know, there's women there's a woman wearing a cowboy hat, and they're interrogating her, and soon after they do these executions. You know, like, I'm the kind of fool that will watch that shit. So I think, you know what I mean? Like, sadly, I don't feel shit because I will watch that. Or like when I follow some gorish videos, fucking reels, right? Somehow they make it on to Instagram. Nobody reports them because everyone's got the same point of view on this. And like, you see fools like, especially like in Brazil, for example, let's say there's like a sidewalk cafe, there's tables and shit.
They're bringing a machete?
From machete, start hacking at a motherfucker, shoot, or they'll get a hyena, they'll fucking blast her and kick her, and like, I'm seeing this shit. And I don't feel shit, dude. Nothing, right? Nothing, right? And then, but then I see a fucking pinche gato, un perro que some fools, you know, skinning him alive. Like, what the? And I can't see that. I turn it off. You know?
Yeah. To me, it's more like what I see and what I hear people talk about is that you know, it's them boys have a lot of power.
Oh, they do,
right? If you question why the U.S. is sending fucking billions of dollars in aid over there, you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
If you question why you can't fucking criticize that, you're anti-Semitic. I have a problem with just a country that hates America.
Yeah.
Them boys hate America.
Oh, fuck
them boys hate anybody who's not part of them.
But you know what though? So does their enemy. They fucking hate us too. So for me, que se maten, I don't give a fuck.
But you got to look at this too, fucking like I mean, you're not a full Christian, right?
I mean, I don't follow the religion.
Yeah.
I just follow whatever's in the Bible, and I try to do best that I can.
But for everybody out there who says
but what they're saying that what you got to follow them boys. Nah, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't, because look. Yeah. If you do that, you're following them blindly because you know what the fuck they're doing. They're doing bad shit. It's like, for example, here's a perfect example. Let's say people say that we support Trump, and we don't. I just voted for that fool because that fool was a better choice. Okay, let's say this is the equivalent of what people who are super hardcore Christians are doing. You find out that Trump is a pedophile, or let's say he raped a boy or whatever, right? And you're still backing him. No. Yeah. Or that Trump killed people, killed innocent people, and you still back him. That's the same equivalent. And I'm not gonna do that shit.
Yeah. So fucking. I just found out that we send them fucking feria annually, dude. Billions of fucking dollars, and we are paying for all their fucking subsidies over there for healthcare, all kinds of shit.
We don't need. I gotta pay for my shit.
We along with the fucking Russians saved those motherfuckers from the concentration camps.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, in America.
Yeah.
Right. Why the fuck do we owe them fucking billions of dollars fucking annually? Really?
There's gotta be some shit behind the scenes, dude.
Right. And why do we support a country that hates America, that has a word for us that are not Jewish?
What is it, Goyim?
We're Goyim.
Goyim.
Right?
Yeah. That sounds like some Planet of the Rings shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, they say that Christ is boiling in hot shit.
Damn.
They don't believe in Jesus Christ, but yet all these evangelicals and Christians are like, you better not say anything about them boys.
You're right,
fucking, you're going to hell.
You know what? I actually spoke to a Jew one time, man. I said, hey, bro, you know, I'm just curious, you know. So, you guys don't believe that Christ came, right? No, he has. Okay, so he's still gonna come. Someone's gonna come, but that wasn't him. That was a fake prophet. Like, okay,
that's crazy.
I just you know, I like to know, man. I like to know a lot of different things. So now I want to understand you, and now I understand why it is that you don't believe, because you say you're thinking that he's gonna come, and I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna get fooled when Project Blue Beam comes, and when the Antichrist comes, they're gonna fall for that shit.
Safu Netanyahu, dude.
He's already there.
He's a fucking Antichrist, dude. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, you know, and fucking, you know who Nick Fuentes is, right?
Yeah. I seen that for a longest time ago.
I've known about this little kid like for 10 years, dude.
Damn.
He did have fucking on YouTube. He had a channel, then he got nuked, and then he was fucking doing shit on behind the paywall.
Yeah.
But everybody's fucking right now, everybody loves him.
Yeah,
I've heard like podcasters fucking call him out. They're all for what he's talking about and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've known about this little kid for a long ass time.
Yeah.
But I mean, like him, he makes up a good fucking point too. That fucking, you know, if you're talking about America first, because there's like Ben Shapiro, he says like, if you say make America great again, you can't fucking if you don't like Israel, you can't fucking be part of making America great again.
Fuck, why not?
I don't know. That's what they're fucking arguing.
Yeah.
And this little kid's like, fuck that, America first. Why the fuck should we send money, you know, to you to commit all these fucking atrocities that you're doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't care what's going on over there. But seriously, like, you see a picture of that strip that's become a parking lot. Like, what do you do with the families that you fucking took out of there?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Well, I wonder if they're even allowing them to, like, I guess that's going to be whatever bodies stay there. What are they going to do with them, dude?
And
throw them in a mass grave?
I guess so, because every time that, like, say, like an IDF soldier gets killed, they demand that they give the body back to Israel.
Yeah.
And if you don't give the bodies back to Israel, we're going to keep bombing the fuck out of you.
Shit.
Right? Because they think that a dead Israelite or a dead Jewish person is worth more than one of those fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I'm not protecting them either. I don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? The reason why I don't feel it's fucked up, because that's what war is, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is, yeah.
And they're both at war.
But and like, really, this is like you're at war with somebody with spears, and you have modern technology. You know what I mean?
Oh no shit. Yeah.
That's a fucking problem. You're fighting fucking with RPGs. Fucking Israel has modern technology that America has given them, missiles that America has given them.
Oh shit.
Right? You're just finding these fucking are fucking hiding in fucking pozos in the fucking ground and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't like all that power that the boys have. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, they do. They got power in Mexico. They got power here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you see that fucking president?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You see, the reason why she
was a plant, dude. She's a plant.
The reason why she's not going after the cartels is because she is violating their human rights and not giving them due process. That's what she said. That is what she fucking
How about
said.
all the fucking people that are fucking decapitating and just killing for no fucking reason? And dude, I seen a video, but they kind of blurred it out, right? There's some food. They kill somebody. They cut his fucking face off, and the fool starts wearing his fucking face, homie.
That's just crazy.
Yeah,
man.
dog. That's the thing that these people don't understand, that like Mexicans are crazy, man. Like you don't understand, man. Like, look at what the shit that they're doing. There's a lot of people that would do that kind of shit too, dude. Mm-hmm. And you when you fuck with people, like, man, like it's crazy, man. But I think even the Chicano fools have that in them. But over there, since that's all they fucking do, they're more desensitized because they actually do it. You know, here they'll shoot you with a gun, whatever. They'll take you out, or whether they'll fucking torture your ass.
Yeah. That's a special type of person, man.
Fuck yeah. To be able to endure all that shit while you're hearing all these screams and you keep going and shit.
It's so fucking like it's so.
They're what's the fuck? They're sadistic.
Yeah. Because that's just like if you're stabbing someone, it's so personal, so close.
Yeah,
as opposed to just like shooting somebody in the head and then falling.
It feels good to stab something. I stabbed the turkey and shit like that, just see how it feels, you know what I mean? And it feels good, man.
Like once or twice?
I stab that shit a lot of times. Dude. Stab the fuck out of a turkey, man. Probably like 10 times.
No fucking
yeah,
way,
you
dude.
fucking. It feels good, man. It feels really good doing that, right?
I mean, you stabbed the bird before cooking it, right?
Yeah, stab the bird before cooking it. So yeah, it was already a dead butchered turkey that I bought, right? Thawed out.
Yeah.
Stabbed the shit up, but I stabbed the shit out of it because I stick my finger in the cavities. No diddy, no homo. Pause. Alongside with I make a compound butter with seasonings and stuff, right? And I pick up the skin, I stick my finger in there along with the butter, right? And then I pick up the skin and I make little medallions out of the butter and I put them all over. And then that makes the turkey come out really, really juicy. But it feels good stabbing the shit out of it. So when the people that are serial killers, I can see why they'd be serial killers, because the rush, when I was a little kid and I used to shoplift, I got caught for it, so I could talk about it. When I would fucking shoplift, dude, it's like, fuck, it's the adrenaline, dude. It feels fucking good. Thank God I was able to stop that shit. Even sometimes I'll be somewhere like, man, I could just jack this shit real quick, but I don't do it because I think, why the fuck do I work so hard then if I'm gonna be stealing shit? If I want something, I'm gonna buy it. So I don't do it. Some things are so fucking easy and you will not get caught, right? But yet, I guess what's the word? My integrity. I want to have integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even though nobody's watching you. So I have a lot of integrity, and so I don't do that. And then I tell myself, why the fuck do you work so hard for? You're gonna be stealing some shit, and I don't. But it feels good to steal shit. It feels good to beat the fuck out of somebody. All that shit feels good, dude. But we don't do it because there's consequences for it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, we don't, but people do.
Yeah, people. Yeah, but I don't do it because it's fucked up.
You see all these videos, fucking the past week, fucking eating donuts, fucking. With your children, at the fucking store.
Oh
and shit.
Man, I was tripping out on that shit, man. Man, like, yeah, they cut the EBT, so they said, oh, you know what? We're gonna go to fucking. So there's a family that goes to. They end up going to Walmart, I believe, and it's a family of like 6 people, mother, father, and about 4 kids, I believe, and. They grab a box of donuts from fucking Walmart. They sit right in the middle of the aisle, of the freezer aisle. They all sit down like they're having a little fucking picnic on the fucking on the laminate floor on the and they're right there and they're sitting down. They're opening it up. Oh, here, they don't want to give us EBT. Here we go, guys. And so like. What this is doing is like you're teaching these kids that it's okay just to go somewhere and take shit. You know what I mean? Just because you're not getting the help that you think that you deserve when you and your husband are perfectly fine, healthy human beings who can work, but yet you want to show your kids this shit, and they're going to continue the cycle. Now that's right there. I don't believe in that generational trauma shit. This is generational trauma right here, dog. This is generational because you're teaching further generations. They're going to teach their other generation that you got to rely on the government, and it's the government's fault that you're not fucking eating food.
Lola, over here.
So I think it's fucked up. When I seen that video, I felt bad for the kids, man. I felt bad for the kids. That dad is not a real fucking man. He's the one fucking recording it. Yeah. Instead of, hey, dog, let me go clean some windows. Let me go fucking do something, dog. Try to find a way to hustle. Do something, dog.
Why would you put that type of behavior online?
Yeah, man. It's fucked up. And the fucked up thing is people are going to see that shit and they're going to fucking copy it, They're going to copy it. I mean, I don't know, dude. I just know that based on my experience and even like the example that I was taught is my mom worked, right? And our dad couldn't work because he was disabled. He got injured, right? Okay. So in order to make ends meet, what would my mom do? She'd fucking make food and slang it. And that's how we survived. She wasn't begging for money. She was trying to slang you something and make money. Yeah. And that's what I learned. So that's why I'm like that.
Yeah. But even like modest meals like fucking beans and tortillas, you know what I mean?
Because there's so much love into it.
These motherfuckers, they want to eat fucking lobster tails and shit.
All that shit, man. Like, man, come on, dude. Yeah, we would eat like modestly, like, like Fidel, fucking. Really, and you know, and there was always something to eat. So I think because I had the good example, that's why I'm like this. Because I saw that it wasn't like, hey man, we don't have any ends. You're gonna have to go beg for the shit, or you're gonna have to go fucking rob a store and take it and shit like that. Not to say that I wouldn't do that. I would go jack me a.
I mean, if you
can
had
of tuna, if I really had to, I'll jack somebody and I'll take the shit. But right now, thank God, as long as I have my health and you know my mind's still working, I'm gonna work for it.
No, but you'd probably rob a can of tuna if shit hit the fan.
It went crazy, yeah.
Not just because I fuck.
Not just because I didn't get. No, like, I'll try to borrow somebody for some. Hey, dog, let me hold the bill until the 10th or some shit, dog. You know, real quick. You know, from my family.
Hey, dude, do your cats like fucking sweetbread? Like
I think Lucky does.
This bitch is fucking eating it.
Lucky likes it. The other ones, they smell that shit. They're like, nah. But Lucky likes that shit.
That's fucking crazy though, dude.
Dogs eat anything though, dude.
Yeah.
Dogs. But see, it's like Elvis, you give him a piece of food and that fool fucking he'll take it from your hand and he'll put it on the floor and he'll smell it. Pero el pinche Cash Money, that fool will fucking rip your fingers off, man. He don't give a fuck. He knows that if you're giving him some shit, it's good because you're eating it. Whatever the fuck you eat as a human, it's good.
Like this cat will eat bolillo, sweetbread.
Did she smell it first or?
So she smells it. She's like, I want some, dude.
What is that right now? That's a brioche bun?
No, it's a fucking little muffin.
Oh, muffin. Those butter
bitch.
Like a pound cake muffin. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Did you see that one where that lady's white lady's putting her groceries in her fucking
and they fucking jack her? Yeah, man. That's what I saw actually a month ago when I went, not a month ago, but like on the 30th, I think I released the little solo one that I did, right? And I was like, hey, babe, be careful, man, because they're going to be jacking. Like, if you're going to go buy groceries, don't buy a shopping cart full. Buy, like, for a couple days and in bags. Don't fucking, because they're going to jack you. And sure enough, that lady, they were just jacking her, like, pulling it away, like, savagely, like, you know, like, it was crazy, dude. And I'm sure they're not starving that bad so that they got to do that shit. They can't be starving that bad, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because honestly, dude, you could fucking buy some beans and make beans. You know what I mean? Or canned beans or something.
But they eat beans or rice, right?
Yeah, no más que what they want to do is they don't want to eat like poor shit. And then too, I seen a lot of people with their fucking EBT carts. They got all kinds of fucking guzguerias, dude. They got fucking Twinkies, donuts, pure fucking unhealthy shit. You know what I mean?
No, but why is there? I don't know what like their personal value that they think of themselves. It's really high.
Oh, I say
like why?
I don't. You know what? I think what that is. I just thought about it right now, and it makes a lot of sense. Is like, if let's say us as Mexicans, and it makes sense that our parents could have been like that. They could have been like, hey, you know, Jose, because you're Mexican, the police are gonna be following you. Because you're Mexican, the white man is gonna stop you, and you're not gonna be able to get a good job. But you know what? Even though no matter what, you are the shit. You are the shit, and they're jealous of you, and you're special, and you're the shit. Our people is the best, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have that false sense of that you're the shit when you're not. You know what I mean? I don't really see it as well, in our case, you could see it as a race, because if you look at it stereotypically, not even stereotypically, factually, you'll see that who's the hardest working people here, dude? Mexicans. They're the ones that do everything. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, a French restaurant, you see Mexican people working back there, dude. Yep. Picking the fruits. They're the better construction workers.
Like KFC yesterday, man. They're all fucking Niños from Puebla yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're straight up like fucking indigenous Mexicans, dude.
They're the ones that are doing everything, right? Construction workers, mechanics. We excel at anything that's laborious. I wish we would excel at everything that has to do with white collar shit, but I think since we're taught to work hard and we're not really taught about education, they don't tell you, hey, make sure you get an education so you can be a doctor. And I say, you know what, work hard.
It'll change in the future depending on how the culture changes.
How many generations in? You know, I'm thinking by the third generation, it'll
be fucking
hopefully,
pussies,
Yeah, they're gonna be wusses, though. For sure, they're gonna be wusses.
Latinx, YZ, and fucking.
You know what? Luckily, dude. Luckily, my kids don't subscribe to this
That's good,
shit. You know, somebody was asking me too, like, hey, so are your kids? Do your kids follow like your mentality and your beliefs? I'm like, you know what? Thank God they do. I just tell them that they have to be quiet about it because the way that the world is, they're gonna cancel them out. But as long as they know the truth themselves, they're good. You know, I said because my wife and I believe the same stuff.
Yeah.
Same stuff. And now that's what made it really, really cool, dude. You know, it's not like no me va la contra. Oh no, the world is wrong. Or oh no, poor people in Gaza or poor, you know, whatever. You know, like we were never. And it's not because she was a yes woman. That's just because she did her own research on her own.
Yep.
You know, and somebody was telling me it's because we were kids and we grew up together, learning shit and seeing shit, discovering shit together, you know. But she would do her own research too. So, and then my kids naturally were teaching them this shit, you know. Hey, it's wrong to be homosexual. This is what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna go to hell. This is wrong. It's wrong to kill people. It's wrong to fucking steal. It's wrong to do this and that, right? And you keep instilling these values and shit. Boom, boom, boom. Don't ever fucking do this and watch out for that, you know. And we're on the same page. But if you're on different pages, like damn, it's like. But I think that's what dating is for, not just for fucking, but it's to know what they believe in, what they're against. You know, like when I was on those apps and shit, as soon as I see a bitch says liberal, whoop, swipe left.
Let's say like can't date a Trump supporter.
Yeah, they put that too. If you voted for Trump, fuck you, you know. But I'm pretty sure a lot of those women that even though it says liberal, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind being with like a real man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this motherfucker. Because somebody was saying that. So some chick was saying that, like, man, like, she's like, oh, there was a guy and he was so fucking hot and he was so cute, but he's a damn Republican, man, you know? And so well, the reason why that's happening is she's like, why am I attracted to Republicans? Some guy goes, because you're attracted to men. People who are lefties are not men. You know, they're not manly.
But the majority of these chicks that are on the sites, they're already spoiled goods, though.
Yeah.
And these are women that have been ran through and are single mothers, and now they're looking for their fucking
captain.
Their fucking white knight, but yet their standards are very high.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be very hard to get that, especially because you're considered to be damaged goods, right? And this is based on just what society is gonna call you, right?
Yeah.
Not what I'm gonna call you, but what society's gonna call you. You know,
they say like my kids are everything, but yet you're on this fucking site.
Yeah. I hate that shit. Oh, my kids come first. Like, shut the fuck up. No, they don't, bitch. They don't come first. But even for those, I would swipe left. Like, what the fuck? Your kids come first? What the fuck you doing?
For the ones that say like, oh, I'm a real woman. What does that mean?
I don't know.
To me, that's like a damaged term. You know what I mean? If you're a real woman, you would be wifed up and
yes, exactly,
have your kids and shit like that. So I don't know what it means when they say I'm a real woman. You know,
especially if you're looking at the age, right? You're my age, and you're a real woman, but you're single. It doesn't make any sense, right? Because if you were a real woman, a real man would have picked you up.
You'd be off the market.
Yeah, you wouldn't be available, and that kind of makes sense too. The idea that I have with as far as like women who I would say like 90% of them, right? 90% of women who end up going to college, get a degree and stuff like that, these are like undesirable women, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're a fine ass hot little hyena, some fool's gonna pick you up and say, you know what, baby, you ain't gotta work, baby. I got this shit. I'm gonna bust my ass. You ain't gotta work, right? And if you don't look good, of course, no one's gonna pick you up, and you're gonna have to go to school, and you're gonna have to go to college, and you're gonna have to work, right? Well, nowadays everyone's gotta work, but I'm saying like you're gonna try to be a career woman. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a homemaker, homemaker / little job just to help out with the comida or whatever. You know what I mean?
You have to make up for what you don't have aesthetically, right?
Yeah, and that's a fact, dude. It's a fuck. I've seen this. I've had this observation for the longest time, dude, and it's true. You know, but switching gears, there was I'm not gonna mention any names and shit like that, but look, there was some type of a white flag peace treaty, right, between a common enemy of ours, right, in the podcast world, right. This dude has, I'm not even exaggerating, 20 plus enemies. Like there's so many of us, right? And I guess there was a mediator in between, and he talked to one of our homies and the enemy, and then they came to some things saying, "Oh, you know what? If you don't talk about me, and I won't talk about you guys no more. Let's do a little peace treaty and shit, right?" Which is fine and dandy, right? But the only problem that I have and the others have is that when this person spoke out about us, talking shit about personal shit, and they did that behind the camera through a live or through a podcast, naming specific names, using my name, using their names, and fuck them and fuck this, and fool's a pussy because he's depressed, and I'm a real fucking man, and just using our names and talking shit, right? And like I said, dude, find one episode where I've threatened this person, where I've mentioned this fool's name and offended him. You won't find that because I don't do that shit, right? Now this person, and I have the recordings, I have everything. I have text messages, audio recordings, all of that, right? Where this person fucking threatened to call my job and get me fired. Threatened, actually called the police department, called 3 different police departments trying to get a restraining order, which I knew was bullshit because you can't get one because there's no proof. There's nothing. If there was, I would be arrested, or I would have that restraining order. You know what I'm saying? I go to that side of the town whatever the fuck I want to, and I don't gotta worry about shit, right? But the thing about that is like that's like personal, dog. You're fucking with people's livelihoods and shit like that. And so I think that some type of agreement that was done behind closed doors is not valid. I think it was speaking with the other gentleman. We feel that since all this talking shit was public, I think we would accept an apology or a peace treaty or something. You don't have to mention names. Just, also go public. Just like you went public talking shit about us. Mm-hmm. Also do a public. You know what, guys? This is enough. We're adults. We're in our 40s, and this is bullshit. It's the internet. And we're gonna. On my side, I'm gonna stay quiet, and if they stay quiet, whatever, and that's cool. But this way, we don't even know. And then. Luckily, they did call for that peace treaty because there's so much shit that Cruz got, man. The shit, like, trust me, police reports, a bunch of other things that we're going to come out into the open. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I like peace, dog. I got enough fucking problems and shit to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, there's a lot of shit that still needs to come out, that can come out. That's right there. We have actual DMs, a bunch of shit that we know about. You know what I mean? But, and this is not a threat. I'm just saying, for me, like I said, I'd rather keep it cool and all that, especially like if, someone wants to keep talking about you and getting real personal, and at the end of the day, they don't want to put the gloves on or nothing like that. It's like, for what, dog? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck it, So, I guess the agreement is right now is only between them, and then also this party tried to have an agreement with me. I was probably like 6 months ago. I said, yeah, you know what? Just control that fool, and that's it. I'm not gonna say anything. And what happens? They break that shit a month later, and then say, oh, you're mad because we're talking about your depression. Hey, you're not supposed to talk about nothing if you don't want me to talk about nothing. And then for me, I can't even mention no names, dog, because like I said, they're trying to fucking call the highway and all that. But I talked to the highway and I said, hey, look, these fools are trying to set me up. I have the recording where they're saying that they're gonna call work. He's like, don't worry about it. There has to be an investigation, and don't even trip, dog. Like, as long as you ain't doing it, I'm like, yeah, trust me, I'm not stupid enough to mention nobody's name. I'm not stupid and to threaten anybody. I don't threaten nobody. Mm-hmm. I just walk up and do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't threaten nobody, baby boy. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it. I wanted to talk about that. I was gonna kind of hint at it in the beginning that we're gonna talk about something like that, but that's just that. As far as like on our end, since we never got talked to about that, we never got a public display of check it out, this is what we're gonna do moving forward and stuff like that. And that's just pretty much my shit on. I'm still gonna keep it cool, but I just know that as soon as that other party fires back at either one of us, these fools got everything. They got the they got everything loaded and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And we just came across some other information too. Me, I try not to say nothing, not even no fucking undercover shit, nothing like that. There's no need for that shit on my end, you know. But we can't control what we say, what each other says. You know what I'm saying? But like everyone's understanding is, hey, nobody talked to us about it, so we don't know shit about it. But either way, I'm still keeping it cool. But if they break the other side, I can't control what's going to come after that. You know what I mean? And it's some like real heavy personal shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it. Anything else you got? Any topics?
That's what happens, dude.
Yeah.
You put all that fucking negative shit out, eventually it's going to come back at you. Dude.
Yeah, you know, and that's one thing that I did think about, you know, like despite negative shit coming at me, I need to like not go back at it, because if you keep giving on negative, you're never gonna get positive. There's no fucking way in anything that you do that if you keep spewing out negativity, how is God gonna bless you? Even though there's people that say, "Oh, that God's got me." No, He doesn't. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, and you're confused. You know, God loves meek people who are quiet, who are respectful. You know what I'm saying? He don't love people that are gonna be attacking people and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you think about it honestly, man, like me, I self-reflect a lot, right? If I had that many enemies, if I burned that many bridges, dog, like I would honestly analyze myself. You know, hey, you know what? Maybe it's you, fool. You know what I mean? Yeah. And try to change.
But also knowing that, knowing that you have so many problems just like that person has, you would look back and reflect and just be like, you know what? I don't want this war.
Yeah.
I don't want this upon me. You know what? I need to change. I need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is why this is happening to me. You know, God is punishing me. Life is punishing me because of this. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta reflect, man. You can't have 20 fallings out and still be like, no, it's not me, it's them.
Yeah.
You know, at some point you have to really be reflective and be like, oh shit, is it really me?
Yeah.
You know,
I would think that shit too.
And if you had a quality person by your side, it would help you come to that fucking reflection.
Yeah, I used to have that before.
Instead of just being like, yeah, no, you're
encouraging it.
You're not. You're correct. No, you're right. No, they're fucking with you. They're fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know,
you're right.
Like fucking emboldening that bad behavior.
Yeah.
Well, that person really, you know, says some stuff about some what I think is very dangerous people.
Oh yeah.
The realm that he fucking walked into.
That subculture, yes.
Yeah, like I mean, like you said, like we were around that shit.
Yeah,
we know we could happen.
Yeah,
it's just like
I've seen stuff happen. Yeah.
It's not a question of if, but when.
No, it's when. That's why I don't. You know, I don't plan on doing anything physical or anything like that, because I know eventually so many enemies you have, you know where it's gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly walk anywhere and not watch my back. I don't gotta worry about shit, because I don't talk about nobody. I don't respect nobody's wives. I don't disrespect nobody's dead fucking family members. None of that shit. Nobody's kids. I don't do that shit. I can walk around anywhere I want to and not watch my back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I would hate to be walking around like that.
But like if in the code of a man, that's things that you don't touch upon.
Yeah, you don't.
But that person is not a man.
Yeah, like me, I refuse to do that shit. Even though that person's female has talked shit about me, and straight up, I refuse to do that. I'm not gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have homegirls, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you know, hey, God protect and God bless them. Hopefully everything's cool. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. This is fucking internet shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for none of that stuff. For me, I'm keeping it cool, you know. And it's better like that, man. Just fucking stay in your lane, do what you gotta do and all that. At the end of the day, it's just internet stupid shit. Like even the fools on YouTube, they talk a lot of shit to each other too, but they say, you know what, at the end of the day, it's all internet shit. Because realistically, it'd be stupid, man. Let's say you got caught up, right? You take someone takes that, or they take out some other fool, right, from YouTube. You're gonna be in prison. I'm like, what are you in here? Oh, some fool on YouTube, some fool on a podcast was talking shit about me. What the fuck, fool? Yeah. And you killed that motherfucker? Yeah, dog. Nah, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? It's not fucking worth it at all. You know. So hopefully, you know, everything is cool. You know, but I don't know, man. I wish them the best and shit. Hey, keep, you know, hopefully shit gets better and shit. Cause I got kids too, man, and you know that's like. But that's why I try to do good, man.
At least you have friends that'll be like, hey, you know what?
We talk about it. You know what? Yeah, actually, and I've stopped fools from doing shit or taking it to the next level. Fools that told me, nah, that's not worth it. Like, you know, I got the homie For example, the homie Eddie. It's not worth it, homie. I mean, I know, fool. Trust me, fool. Like, don't worry about that shit, fool. It's only words, fool. That fool can't. If it was real beef, that fool be coming to your doorstep. You'll be going to his, and that's a fact. And I've seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that kind of shit, but there's no need to take it that far. You know. So on my end, I'm gonna keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Even though people send me all these subliminals that this fool says, but I just try to keep it cool, man. Like, it's not worth losing your job, especially when they want to take it to your job. Because if I was to lose my job, I won't get physical, but I'll expose all kinds of shit that I have, homie.
What's worse?
I'll go hard.
Taking it to your doorstep, or at or taking it to against your livelihood. I think it's worse. I think it's a livelihood.
Livelihood is worse. Yes, yeah. Livelihood is worse. But you won't get in trouble for getting somebody fired, but you'll get in trouble for beating the fuck out of somebody in their house.
That's weird.
You run up in their house, you fuck them up, you get in trouble. So you can't even do that. Yeah. You gotta wait till you catch a fool slipping in the streets. But yeah, you know, so for me, like, no threats, no nothing. Hey, you know, do your thing, whatever. Even though I didn't agree to no truce or nothing like that. I don't need to. I just gotta, you know, I just do my own thing as long as I'm not spoken about, and it's better that way. It's better that way. We're just having fun, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking therapeutic. There's no need for motherfuckers. I ain't competing with nobody. I ain't trying to be the best. I ain't trying to be famous. I ain't trying to be on some fucking big ass podcast so the whole world can see me. I'm just doing this shit for fun. You know, I came out of work, ate some fucking some food, and now we're recording. And that's it. And I feel better. That's all it is. Ain't nothing serious, you know. But when you fuck with livelihoods, that's when it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous. Yeah, dog, that's dangerous. You know. But on that note, y'all, we'll let y'all go. Peace.